Thank you for joining us, children. Each of you in your busy lives, you've noticed the energies have quite transformed since our last broadcast for those whom were present, and for all of you in your experiences. You have each perceived this in quite different ways. Let us explain in order to assist you with calming your nervous systems, that which is afoot upon your plane, and indeed more greatly. As Tamsin has alluded to, and indeed as you each know, the transformations upon this sphere are both dramatic and greatly positive, although could be perceived as quite the opposite. We appreciate your presence here and now, your choice to join others, your choice to connect with us, and indeed your own guides, to better understand yourselves, your oneness, and the all. We wish to remind you that which you already know, that we are present with you at all times, and we are in absolute reverence of your presence upon this plane at this time. We are all deeply grateful for the journeys you have each chosen and continue in the creation of each day, each moment even, for the paths that you carve for yourself are indeed sculpting all that is. And this is the focus of today's session or broadcast. We wish to remind you, and when I say we speak in both gratitude and in partial confluence with each of your guides. Their presence is tangible. Remember the vibration, the feeling of this connection, which is deeply familiar to each of you. You will find it in your breath. You will find it by noticing the sensations within your body. This deep familiarity which could resemble how you felt as a child. This may be the nearest memory available to you of this feeling of connection with your guides. We wish to assist you in understanding is the power that you hold not only to transform your own lives, your own experiences, but indeed the all. And that with each choice that you make, with each step that you take, you are transforming, you are reforming all that is. It is a gradual process at this stage of evolution. All is changing exponentially, and so could feel overwhelming to many of you, especially those whom are present to the truth of this matter, whom are sensitive to these transformations. And indeed, your sensitivity to such is such a gift and empowers you with the ability to do more about this than those whom are less aware than yourselves. This can seem at times to be such a heavy weight to notice, to feel so much, to be so sensitive to the transformations at hand. The truth of the matter is that by being so greatly sensitive to that which is in transformation, one may be most involved in the transformations which are taking place. If one is courageous enough to be present to the transformations as they take place, and there is great temptation for many not to be as present, for this may be in some cases painful, in other cases very intense, as humans like to say. The truth is, the very easiest path to take is the one felt upon a soul level. And so at this time of transformation, one must breathe deep. One must breathe in, perhaps deeper than one has before. And one must find a greater sense of compassion and patience for both oneself and others during this transformation, remembering that by being in one's heart's center, when acting and speaking from one's heart, one has the power to transform darkness into light. This transformational process, which you are each capable of, which you have each, of course, experimented with, is something which is more greatly available to you now because the energies are more intense now. We will explain this in greater detail, but on a personal level, we wish to assist you in understanding that by simply using your breath, returning to your heart's center, and noticing in all moments, how might I use my vibration, that which I am, my vibration, to transform darkness into light. For much darkness is, during this time, being eradicated from your sphere. And so you assist us and we assist you through this process. It is so simple, it could be missed by many. But indeed, your greatest power is love. And so, identifying ways by which one may love oneself and others more greatly, ways by which one may be more forgiving of oneself and or others, is truly one of the most powerful things which will ever be available to you in this lifetime, or indeed many others. This is your superpower, you humans. You have in so many cases been taught that this is some airy, fairy, fluffy Oh, just yes, 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 love. No, indeed, love. We are speaking of vibration, and love is your highest vibration. And so identifying ways by which one may love more is learning how one may empower oneself more. And as one is truly empowered, not the illusion of empowerment, but truly empowered, one is empowering the all. And so one is expanding and is assisting the all in its expansion at a greater capacity. The deeper this love is felt and expressed. So let us each take a moment now as a group, quietly within one's mind, using one's breath, tuning into one, a way by which one may love oneself more greatly, perhaps one or more examples of a way by which one may forgive oneself. Perhaps there is something in your own experience. We will not pry, we will not ask you. Using your breath gently, as if using a paintbrush upon a fossil, unearthing what is this bone which must be observed, perhaps kissed and put aside, let go of. Is there something in one's own experience, in one's own behavior, that needs to be let go of? Is there a way by which I can forgive myself for something that I have been holding on to? I can love myself more greatly, and I can remain in the space, in the frequency of love at a fuller capacity by forgiving myself. Is there something I've held on to which does not feel good, which I wish to let go of? Let us just take a moment and decide and experience a resentment, a forgiveness available. I will now gift myself. Thank you for the lesson that I have learned. Thank you for the experience that I have had. What is it that I wish to let go of within perhaps my own behavior? Perhaps only a judgment that I have held within my own mind, which has essentially been weighing me down vibrationally. We remind you each that none of us are perfect. Indeed, even we beings of light are on a journey of expansion. Perfection is ever changing. We are all perfect as we are. And so, being accepting of this journey, we may be more accepting of ourselves, knowing that we have made choices in the past, we have made judgments in the past, we've had experiences in the past, which we may not choose to again, due to the gift of the blessing and the lesson which took place thanks to this experience, or what have you. Taking the time for such a simple exercise is deeply transformational. Using your breath as we let go of this one or more things, we notice as our body lightens. By assistance of your guides and us, the Lumerians, it will be much easier for you to eradicate this from, indeed, the sphere of your being. You are a cell of the all. Your world as you see it, the sphere upon which you dwell is a greater version of you, and this expands eternally as part of an ever-expanding all. And this you know, but as you expand as an apparent individual, so too does the universe, the multiverse, the all. And you may expand at your optimum by existing as consistently as possible in the heightened vibration of love.